Hi everyone. We're starting up Spider-Man today. We were doing a bit of Arkham Knight earlier and I decided I'd install some BioShock Infinite to play, but while that's installing, we're going to play some Spider-Man. Alright. I love the music for this. Someday I'll stream the story mode. Someday. But it won't be today. Ooh, you know what? This spider suit actually looks pretty good at night. Yeah, I'll probably do it tomorrow when I've got more time. Or, no, you know what? I'll do it this weekend. Weekend Spider-Man binge. Alright, I've talked about the Cannibal Universe. I've talked about Old Man Logan. Oh, you know what I could talk about? The Old Man Spider-Man story, Reign. That's R-E-I-G-N. But first, let's go find a,
Can I get an autograph? Gotta run, Spider Guy. I've got tickets.
Spider Guy? Spider Guy? It's Spider-Man. Get it right.
Art museum.
Sorry. Just hearing the word Spider Guy pissed me off. God. Even though it's metallic when it shouldn't be, I really like the look of this suit, particularly at this time of day.
Available units, an assault was just reported.
Shit.
Location is East Harlem.
Where'd it go? And it's gone. Fucking Spider Guy. Don't you fucking Spider Guy me. I'll Spider kick you in the head. Fucking Spider Guy. I'm gonna be salty about that for the next 3 minutes. Until I get distracted by something else. Oh!
觉得不觉令性动更难了。我恐不质疑老大。如果你够聪明，你也不会质疑。当然不是，我只是说，你是说，你问了你本分以外的问题。你说的对，有人在那儿，蜘蛛侠来了，放倒他！
I love these focus bar takedowns. And I've got the I've got the upgrade that lets me do to it with one focus bar. Whoa!
I think the new guys have to tag the old guys, and they have to go to their corner, no?
Ow, dick.
是时候了解一切了。玩够了，冲啊！
Mind if I workshop some new quips during this fight?
我把你给掐了。
Be honest, you were all waiting next door until I thought I'd won just to be me, weren't you?
Peter, it looks like Lee took over a legitimate auto repair business.
Explains where the demons get all their vehicles. Trucks, ambulances.
Exactly. You shut this down, they'll have a tougher time moving around the city unnoticed.
I would hate to see the group text that got you all here.
你知道该怎么做？小心分我！
For a punch, press 1. For a kick, press 2. Hold on! Before we start, let me check the maximum occupancy for this place.
把他打下来！
Screw it, I'm going in here. Alright, come on, guys. Let's have some fun. Yeah, this is all totally non-lethal. Yep, totally non-lethal. Ow! Yeah, hitting a wall at that speed, non-lethal. Batman and Spider-Man, the kings of non-lethal combat.
MJ, I may have just done the opposite of repair
Fun
at
fact.
this repair shop.
Batman used to
I'll get the
kill.
cops down there. They'll clean things up.
He, before the Silver Age, he quite regularly killed people. But when the Silver Age of comics rolled in, parents were in a uproar about what comic books are teaching their kids, and that's when the comic bureau, like people that basically regulated comics, like the FCC, but with comics, they were like, alright, we have to be a bit more kid friendly, so everyone stopped killing, and that became like a staple of like Superman and Batman, that they have a code. They won't kill. But Batman does have a kill count. And I just remembered some of the people who watch these videos don't really like zombies, so I'm not going to talk about zombie Spider-Man. Even though I really want to. Because he interests me as a character. Whoop, I've never made it all the way up the tip of that building without, like, running off the side. Ah, it's all green like a watermelon. Why did I think water... Oh, now I see. The lights here made me think watermelon. I don't know why. Yes, he did. And he was like the only one who through it all really ever retained a sense of morality and humanity. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. I might do a new other stream where I talk about that. I just don't want to give anyone nightmares, especially anyone with zombie phobias. Whoa! Though I will say one more thing about the zombie universe. It got a canon crossover with Army of Darkness, so Bruce Campbell's character Ash Williams showed up in that universe for a while. So, little fun fact.
You're in timeout.
Yeah.
Surprise!
I heard.
What the hell?
Hey! Where'd everyone go? I need. There's Spider-Man! Take him out!
Yeah. Some people in the group. Yeah. I won't name names, but some of us still kind of have those phobias, but for, like, their own reasons, so that's why I don't get into zombies too much. Heck, that's why I was warning everyone when I was playing the Professor Pig level in Arkham Knight. Because, yeah.
Reinforcements. Okay, sure. I don't need sleep. How did you get so violent? Was it video games?
Shut up, Peter. Peter kicks a lot.
Here comes the pain!
teammates! I'm starting to feel weird being the only one not wearing orange.
I like how he makes this guy punch himself.
Spider-Man,
Oh.
I've spoken to people on the block who say the escapees tried to break into their buildings.
This is what I heard. They want to take one over.
They'll be a lot easier to deal with on the street, without hostages.
I'm working on it. Talk to you soon.
Gonna make you pay for that!
Sorry, no entry during the performance.
Oh, off the building he went. Non-lethal, guys. Non-lethal. Whoa!
Okay, you guys are really late. I'm afraid there'll be a no-show fee. You guys are gonna love it back in Riker. Seriously, it's a riot.
Yep, that fall totally...
The siege of Manhattan Fortress is over,
Oh.
milady.
Thanks. I'll send some buses to take those guys back to
That
their
apartment
cells.
you jump out of at the
And
beginning of
please
the
don't
game,
call me milady
it's
ever
on the
again.
map, labeled Peter's former apartment. And if we want to see some Peter without his... Yeah, and now we're gonna go see Peter without his mask. Sorry about that. Had to mute for a second. I like how his optics do the thing. Alright. Down there is the Feast Center. It's a homeless sanctuary that Aunt May used to run with Martin Lee before it became out he was evil. What? There's a way in. I know there is. Is it here? No. What the fuck? Oh, here we are. Is it up here? No. his squinting, he's just like, the fuck you doing? What the literal fuck are you doing? When you help someone, you help everyone. Damn it. And the wall of people. Oh, they're volunteers. Oh, you can run, okay.
Miss you.
Ow. You did not have the right to do that to me.
So I was into horses. Wasn't everybody at some point? Wish May would take some of this down. It's embarrassing.
She can't take it down, Peter. She's dead.
An artist I was
Ow.
not.
Now I feel bad.
Man, was I ever a dork.
Just gonna warn you, if I do play this story mode for streams, I am absolutely gonna mute my mic and just walk away from the game when it gets to May's death. I'm not going through that again. I know you guys think I should suffer with you, but I can't.
How you holding up, kid?
Oh hey, you save her in the story
One
mode.
day at a time. Isn't that what they say?
They say it 'cause it's true. You need anything, we're all here for you.
That means a lot. This place reminds me of all the good May did.
I'm living proof. They hired more people at work, and 'cause I did so good when they were understaffed, they made me manager.
Hey, congratulations. Thanks for that. You know, Gloria, hearing that, being here, almost feels like May's still with us.
You know what else does? Seeing you. So
Ow.
don't be a stranger. I won't, even after I get my own place.
Don't worry. This center, all you guys, your family.
I'm gonna admit it. I kind of ship this a little bit. You save her from being harassed by thugs in the story, like shortly after you beat Fisk, and you, as Spider-Man, direct her to this place, and she calls you Spider Guy, and Peter's just like, it's Spider-Man. But yeah, I ship that a little bit. And not just because I'm tired of the Mary Jane thing. Why isn't Gwen Stacy referenced at all in this game? That's actually something that pisses me off. Even a small nod. Anyone to talk to back here? No? Oh, hey. I don't want to know what that is. What you guys doing all over these rugs? Oh, fun fact about Captain Yuri, in one of the DLCs, she starts killing people, like criminals, and stringing them up with ribbons. Because in the comics, she is a anti-hero known as the Wraith. Oh, this guy. He would sit there and play chess with a woman. They'd have like...
Pete, your aunt was so proud of you. Thanks. She always said so. Hey, Cam, where's Eileen? Did she...
Plague? Almost. But Spider-Man saved her. Her daughter took her in. Nearly losing her mom was a breakthrough for them both.
Must be tough for you. But listen, I'll play you. And so will Miles. He's much better than me.
I appreciate it, Pete, but I'm leaving too. Moving up to Poughkeepsie, where Eileen is. Gonna work for her son-in-law. Gotta keep the game going, right?
Cam, buddy, that is some of the best news I've heard in a long time.
And when Peter finds all the bodies she's been leaving, she calls him and she's like, Peter, sometimes the system doesn't work and we have to take things into our own hands. And he's like, you're killing people. I can't let you do that. And she's like, you do what you have to do, and I'll do what I have to do. So she's probably going to show up in the sequel, if they ever do make a sequel, and I don't see why they wouldn't. News you need. Billions in taxes avoided. Oh God, I wish. Yo. Notice, keep area clean. Alright. That was nice talking to you all and catching up. But I gotta get back to, you know, saving the city. I know I went on about it when I started playing the story mode again in a previous stream, but just that. The noise of the webs, just how the controller rumbles just a bit when you get to the lowest part of the swing, and then you rise up again. And the faster you go, the more the controller rumbles. I've deleted this game to make room for others, but every time I do, it just draws me right back. This game is a must-have for any Spider-Man fan. So yes, it's very, very satisfying. And then, the faster you like free fall, the controller starts to rumble more and more. It's like the wind against you. Just short of virtual reality, this game is the most realistic Spider-Man experience you'll be able to get. One thing they didn't do is a Twin Towers memorial, and I can see why they didn't go for it, because it's just... It would feel kind of tasteless to put that in a video game. Kind of be like, hey, look what we put in here. It's kind of a good thing they didn't do it. Like in Spider-Man 2, which came out shortly after the 9/11 terrorist attacks, they had a memorial site for where the Twin Towers had been. And I think that was in response to the social gaffe they made in the Incredible Hulk game that pissed people off, understandably so. And there's Dr. Octavius's lab. But, yeah, what happened with the Incredible Hulk game? You could rampage through New York, and that game came out fairly fairly close to after those attacks happened. So, in that level map, there were the ruins of the Twin Towers. And as the Hulk, you could destroy them. You could go in and smash down what was left of the ruins. And it was extremely distasteful, and one of the reasons that game was trashed by reviewers and just anyone who played it. Yeah, it was all in all very disrespectful to all the people who died, to the workers who lost their lives trying to save people. And if they hadn't gone for that, it may still be considered a classic, but because of that bit, people refuse to talk about it. It's a forgotten relic of a past age. Now, the heart clinic, I'm switching topics because I really don't want to think about that anymore. The heart clinic, which I forget where the fuck that went, it's actually run by a vigilante, and I forget his name already, but he shows up during this Superior Spider-Man run. Speaking of which, I'm going to put on the closest thing I have to that. Oh shit, where is it? God damn it. Where the fuck? Give me a minute, I'm trying to find it. There we go. But yeah, the Superior Spider-Man arc where Doc Ock puts his brain in Peter's body and then discovers the responsibility he now has as Spider-Man. And he decides, I'll be a better Spider-Man than Peter ever was. And while he's doing that, he comes across the vigilante running the heart clinic, he's stealing medical technology, and they fight, and the man takes Spidey Ock to the heart clinic, to underneath the heart clinic, and he shows them all the stuff that they're doing. They're trying to save children with diseases and tumors. They're like, we're trying to help these people. That's why I'm doing it, because no one will fund us. So I'm taking the technology they won't give us. And Ock decides, you know what? Peter never would have done this, so I'm going to help them. And that's around the time fragment of Peter's mind is trying to take control back. And so Ock decides, hey, I'm going to operate on this little girl and take the tumor out of her head. And as he's holding the scalpel, he's getting ready to start surgery. Peter actually tries to sabotage him, to make him falter and basically mentally break because he couldn't save a girl, so that Peter can take control back. Which is a dark moment in Peter's history, because he was fully prepared to sacrifice this little girl's life just so he could get control of his body back. And Doc lets him know about that. He's like, you were ready to kill this girl to take your body back from me. Doing that, you've already shown that I'm a far better Spider-Man than you. And that's part of how, ooh, Fisk Tower. Wow, they really patched things up from when they were fucking shooting up the place.
1034, reported assault in progress.
Yeah,
Was reported in Central Park.
Ock kills several supervillains during his time. He starts a militia, gets a base of operations, falls in love with a short woman, and their relationship is actually fucking adorable.
Is this the mosh pit? Great! I'll be honest here. This is gonna hurt you more than me. I realize the irony in me saying this, but I hope you've learned not to hit people. I remember when my biggest worry was getting pictures of Spider-Man on Jameson's desk by noon.
And another thing I just remembered that I enjoy about the Superior Spider-Man run is that after he erases that last fragment of Peter from his brain, he completely forgets who Black Cat is to Peter. And he runs into her, and she starts hitting on him. Like I thought. She's like, I hate Black Cat. She's a bootleg Catwoman, and I just hate her so much. She got off to Spider-Man, but when she found out who he was, she suddenly lost all interest, because it's like, oh, I can only love you when you're wearing the mask. And I'm just like, fuck off. At least Selena Kyle loves Bruce for Bruce and Batman. But she's flirting with Superior Spider-Man, and Ock, without missing a beat, punches her in the face, knocks out some of her teeth, and I think busts her lip. And it's hilarious. And she's all pissed, and he's like, you're a criminal. Fuck off. Hang on a second, my chat just went nuts.
Be honest, do these webs make my butt look big? And no more muggers. I love a happy ending.
He also bribed the shit out of Jameson while Jameson was mayor of the city. And the funny thing is, at the time, Jameson's, I think, father, who was somehow still alive, or maybe it was Jameson's older brother, or I don't know what was going on, but somebody related to Jameson was dating May at the time. So Peter and Jameson got much more acquainted I don't know what was going on.
SWAT cars are in pursuit of a vehicle refusing to pull over. Report came
God
from
damn it.
Brooklyn.
I can't have a moment's peace.
I gotta stop that car.
To you that are robbery, pull over.
Please tell me your horn plays, Dixie.
Oh, this is my favorite way that he stops the car. Just fucking catches it. And then there's a parallel universe where Jameson and May are dating? And Jameson knows Peter is Spider-Man, and he's like, oh, I...
Ever wonder if we'd be friends if we met under different circumstances? Yeah, me neither. That concludes our Spider-Man car tour of New York. Kind of the catchphrase. You got webbed. I'll work on it.
Woo! What other fun Spider-Man lore can we go into? Ooh, Agent Venom is fun. Who wants to hear about Agent Venom? No. Don't think I'm muted. Alright, that's one for wants to hear about Agent Venom. How many are watching? I have no idea. Alright, here comes Agent Venom. So, a little bit of history. Back when Peter was in high school, he had a bully named Flash Thompson who idolized Spider-Man, not knowing that Peter and Spidey were the same person. After a while, Thompson sort of lightened up. He was still a bit of a jackass, but, you know. Oh, sorry. Chest did a thing there. Ugh, did not like that. Anyway, Flash joins the military, inspired by the courage and heroism of Spider-Man. He didn't quite make it back in one piece. Oh my god. Oh, was that? I think I had to burp. Sorry about that. But, can't swallow. Anyway. He got his legs blown off trying to save his platoon commander from an IED. He was a corporal in the Marine Corps when it happened. Oh hey, United Nations. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Wakandan embassy. So somewhere in there, T'Challa is looking around and not doing jack shit to help. Like, I know you're in there, buddy. Come on. Please. Please. But, yeah. Flash Thompson lost both his legs, saving his platoon commander from an IED. When he got back, he was offered a position in a secret program. Ah, jeez. Sorry, I hit the mic. And when he was given that position, they bonded him to the Venom symbiote, but it wasn't like constant bonding. They had to keep him and it separated, or else it would bond to him and he could never be apart from it, or he'd die. Well, you can imagine how well that went. 1 minute, I am trying to find my fucking soda. What the hell? Where'd it go? I just had it. Anyway, he gets bonded to it, and it basically forms a spider suit on him, but it looks like it's got padded armor, and it's one of the most badass things I've ever seen. And I just figured out what happened to my Dr. Pepper. I drank it. I'm an idiot. And, alright. Looks like we've got a few people here for another stream. I'm gonna switch over to BioShock Infinite. Word of warning, there's gonna be some crap in there that I'll warn you about at the start of that video. And I might continue a little bit more of the Flash Thompson. God damn, learn to talk, man. Fuck. I'm having a rough night. Anyway, yeah, BioShock Infinite stream coming up in just a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in.